Previt, this is Servatia. I present to you Geralt of Rivia in The Witcher 2. I am in a place, Vergen. I'm in Vergen. There was a sound that confused me. There is a thing I can loot, but I can't because I'm not focusing on it. And I need to level. Yeah, right. I think we are done with the one branch, aren't we? No, not entirely. Now we are. Okay, we're done with the one branch, and now we move on to the magic branch, and... Oh, I am carrying too much. Right, where is... Yeah, Geralt, move faster. I will then try and remember what was the next thing I wanted to do, or I can or should do. It's in the middle of the night, I suppose, right now. I need to meditate because I don't run around in the big outside at night because of reasons. And I think I'm starting to learn where there is what in Vergen. Not sure if that's a good sign. Yes, and I will mostly try to hunt down the various Vergen-based quests. I will take my time with the one where I go to the crit. One's plural, I suppose. Okay. Is that something? Let's wait with that. Let me look. Inventory. Nope, mine's better. Don't know about these. Confusion, okay, mine are better. I can sell the snares. Vitality 20, Vitality 50, I can sell these. Put those away, and let me read that thing I found here, this journal. Balin's journal. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I think we've read all these. Balin's first map. Well, that map looks exactly like the in-game map. Okay, that isn't... Can I scroll this somehow? No, I can't. Balin's journal. Format Balin's journal. The first fragment. Work is going as planned. It seems our yield will be even greater than anticipated. Moreover, I believe we can squeeze much more from this mine. We'll delve deeper, bring up more wealth, and Vergen will gain its past significance. Second map. Well, yeah. Journal. Foreman Balin's journal, the second fragment. This morning we discovered small slits in the tunnel walls. The cracks don't seem to be dangerous, but I ordered additional wooden supports placed just to be sure. Rudolf Ferdinand is spluttering. I think he does not enjoy the temperature at this depth. Old Nine Zamenhof claims to hear knocking. I bet he has finally flipped for good. I think we're going close to a large load, and I've sent for a geologist. The third map, yeah, well, looks like the... monsters everywhere, the legends were true. It's Turin, Spain. Too deep we delved and awoke a nameless fear. This is all my fault, so I must try to stop the beasts myself. Fly, you fools. Fourth, final fragment. I, Balin Ferguson, record these words in the event I should die, for I wish to be recognized by name. It is the 4th day since I hid in this branch of the shaft. Separated from the monsters by traps, I am safe, but how long will I survive without water? I have the key to the storeroom, and I can think of nothing else than to sneak there quietly to get provisions. Reason, however, tells me the storeroom is too far, and I won't be able to make it. The monsters are trying to reach me again, so I have to wait anyway. Later, when I'm desperate, who knows? Alright. Sound familiar? Alright, let me sell everything I don't need. Anything else? I don't think. Yeah, the map up there. That. And the junk. I'm still shy of being able to buy the armor. Let me put everything else in storage.
Look, another one.
Take care, what's
You let
up?
one human in and...
How can I help you?
You can... No, that's not even what I wanted.
How can I help?
That's what I wanted. Yeah, let me put these away because I don't think I can. I have a mutated power right now. Even if I do... Yeah. Away with that. Is there anything else that I'm carrying around that has weight? No.
I heard human women need only sit astride a man's pants for their bellies.
Hang on, for a second, hang on. Can I already play you? Oh, come on, Geralt, don't be a fool. So. Save.
How can I help?
I'd like to play dice poker.
So, shall we play now?
Sure, why not? Oh, at least two. I'm going to lose this, that much is clear. Yeah.
I won!
Yeah, you
I
did.
want a rematch.
Actually, I don't. I need the money. At the end of this quest, I might even be able to enter.
How can I help?
I'd like to...
So,
I might even be able to buy the armor. I don't think so though. Thanks.
you won.
I'll take my coin, please.
You're too good for me. Try the head man.
Yeah.
Cecil Burden.
Might do just that.
Yes, and I will if I find him.
Who's he?
He travels the lands, killing monsters for coin.
I can still talk to you.
How can I help you? See you again.
Sorcerers mutated him when he was young.
I always keep clicking that if I want them the journal. This is completely, yeah. Bring it on. That too. We did not have much free time. Let me first complete the dice picker quest because of reasons. How much was the armor? Was it 2,850 or 800? Oh, that's my own. No, that's his inventory here. I don't want the armor of Bernard, do I? I think I actually want the pattern. Don't I? Wait a second, I need my notes because I've completely forgotten it. He's not the one, is he? I want the dragon scale armor. Who's got that?
Don't try anything.
I'll say it again. Humans are strange.
Let's hear it.
See, when that...
Where is
The
that?
guy's been ploughed, has a dowry, is diligent. Yet here we've a common girl.
Now don't tell me he doesn't have that anymore. I'm going to freak out. It's he's the one who had it. Oh my god. He doesn't have it anymore. How? Why? That is so unfair. I have no idea what I do now because I can't obviously buy the other armor because what if he gets it again? Hang on a second, I need to find that out. Okay, I've been in the wrong place. It is actually somewhere in here apparently.
Don't try anything. Thought we had a basilisk in the basement.
Hello, Chief.
Turns out it was just my wife getting cold.
Perhaps they are not here at
So it's really
night.
haunted now.
It is.
I think
They
that's
should make it a
entirely
mandatory pilgrimage
possible.
for young clerics.
How do such places come to be?
This one came from a huge battle, a clash of ambitions and
Let's see if he's here now.
with the guilty and innocent dying alike. Injustice piled upon injustice.
Or not. Oh yes, he has it. He has it and I just can't afford it. I only just can't afford it.
Human
All right.
emotions alone have such power.
Oh Christ, that scared me. I really thought that the mysterious merchant had it and that it's lost to me because maybe if I sell too much to him, that his inventory, that he has only that much place for stock, and that in selling these things to him, I kind of pushed it out.
So, you thought it over? I'm on my way to...
Oh, that was a frightening thought. Cecil Burton, I think, is in here, isn't he? Or out here. Ugh, for crying out loud.
I'd like to play dice.
Shall we?
You might have beat the innkeeper, but you didn't stand a chance against me.
We'll see next time.
Mm-hmm. Let's. I really can't afford to lose the coin I have to reload. I also did that in The Witcher 1, I think, where I, at a point where I really didn't have to do it anymore, although I do think there was an armor I could never afford, wasn't there, from the order, and then I'd pissed the order off enough so that they wouldn't sell to me anymore, and then I couldn't have it. Where are you, Cecil?
I'd like to play dice.
Shall we?
Yep. Perhaps? Nope.
You might have beat the innkeeper.
We'll see.
If you wake up again, if he's again inside, I'll save inside again. Come on. Faster. Oh, for Christ's sake. Let me save inside again. Apparently he's at a random place inside when I reload.
I'd like to play dice.
Shall.
Forgot to raise, which means I'll win. Sure. That was so
I'll
clear.
have to raise taxes. Where are your winnings?
Aren't you gonna ask for a rematch?
You're too good. Try Haggard or Smith's
Okay.
apprentice.
Let's do that then. Haggard the Smith's apprentice. Yes, of course. And now I even remember why I wanted to do the ice picker quest so early. Okay. Let's see if we find him. Without looking at the map. And just the arrow. Apparently, yes.
So, you thought it over? I'm on my way to the recruiting station.
Save.
I don't know.
I wouldn't mind a closer look at your sword.
I'd like to play dice.
Shall we play now?
Yeah, sure, when else? Time's a wasting. That's one hell of a shot, okay. Yeah, okay.
You must be an old hand at this. The prize money is yours.
Do I want gold from you, or do I want an item?
I'm always happy to see the shine of gold.
I don't think I get anything too rare or
I
too
didn't say
unique
that.
from him.
I need more.
Inventory. I can afford it successfully. Thanks a million. Let's go and buy that bleeding armor. And then I need to craft enhancements again, but for those I think I have all the materials that I need. Because I'm still going to put in the diamond.
Don't try
Stuff.
anything.
Or is it? Here. Inventory. Okay. Excellent, very excellent. That's the best armor in this chapter, by the way. For Iorveth's part, you never get that, which is a shame. Let me quickly craft my braces or whatever you call that. Diamond armor reinforcements, they are called.
Look, another one.
Give us a
You let
kiss.
one human in and in no time.
How can I help you?
Give me my stuff, please. What I need is I don't think I'm carrying any of it. Alright, what I need is diamond dust. Namely 15. What I also need is oil, namely 6. And what I also need is twine, also 6. And then I need a crafter.
I heard human women need only sit astride.
Okay. That gets me settled. with regards of equipment, I don't think there's anything else that I require. I mean, yes, I'm getting a better steel sword. No, not even. I'm getting a better silver sword, perhaps. Not even that. I think I've got everything. I've got everything I want. No, there is one better steel sword. Yes, indeed, there is. Although that is also only available on Iorveth's path, and I am not entirely sure where I get it, but it's also got a Lord of the Rings-ish kind of sounding name.
What's this?
I think.
Clad in hues of green.
I wouldn't mind it.
What you are allowed to craft me, however, is something entirely different.
Aboard, Scoy.
Okay. Do I have harpy traps? I don't think I do. I need them though.
I wouldn't mind it.
I need oil, timber, and silver. Great. Good that I found so much. But I don't need that right now. I'll need it eventually. I don't know how many though exactly. Let me look at my journal for that. It's the Harpicon track. Does it say? Yes, 7. I need 7 of them. I could actually already do that. Or at least get the traps.
I had a dream. We were mining up at the face of the
Tell me
drive.
something, Haggard. Tell me what exactly I need for one harpy trap. I need 2 oils, 1 timber, 1 silver.
I remember you were shite at working the pickaxe. Swung it like a woman.
I'll need them eventually. And I think they break when they are triggered.
That witcher. Who's he? How can I help you?
No.
He travels.
How can I help?
Alright. 2 oil. Oh, for crying out loud. Means I need 7. 14 actually. Nonsense. Yes, I need 7 timbers. And what was that other? Silver ore.
Why's he got those glistening eyes?
Sorcerers mutated him.
Let's let them get crafted, and then this is something I might forget, and then I go out and kill too many harpies, and then I can't complete the quest. Not that that is a likely event that I kill too many harpies, but yeah, you never know. Speaking of which, I'll need to farm harpies, yes, but I don't think that was a problem in this one.
I don't know.
What's to consider?
Yeah, no.
So, you thought it over? I'm on my
I wouldn't mind.
Haggard. Should I have 7 now?
I don't know.
Yes.
What's to
Okay.
consider? Iorveth's not just
Let
any
me
Elves, they talk a lot, think very little.
journal. This one.
Iorveth's different. We haven't had a leader like him in ages.
Defeat Yarp and Zigrin. Let me
Remember
look at the
this.
map. No,
And no bandit will ever make a good
at the
soldier.
map I said. And that's across there, and I don't exactly know where, but it's over there.
I didn't say that. I need more time.
Iorveth and Sigrid and Skeleton Skags. Sheldon Skags. Skeleton. Yeah. Okay. Are they still standing up at the mine? I suppose they are. I have never completed the quest.
There goes the peace, eh?
Squirrels, witches, an army led by a woman.
The gods, who needs this?
They're used to it. Lady Saskia will defeat Henselt and make Vergen her capital.
You don't know that.
Where exactly are they?
Market rights.
You shit the brains, all of yous. You'd sooner meet the axe than see market rights. People, get a hold of yourselves. Just pray we survive this war. What's the meaning
I
of
don't
this,
get it.
eh?
This map is doing strange things.
Pale face, eyes like embers. It raised his hand and pointed a finger
In
at
there,
him.
perhaps?
I'd rather rabid dogs biting.
Doesn't look like it though. Stuff I can steal? Ah. Okay. Glitch.
Tents, thick as cornstalks to the horizon.
Interesting,
Banners
where are they?
whirring. A throng of knights, swarms of...
Where was that mine? Maybe they're still up there, you know?
Hello, Witcher.
Hi. Oh, for crying out loud. That is what I meant when I said that I'd get confused in Vergen.
One freak bigger
What's
than the
this?
next.
Clad in hues of green.
Is that here? Yes, here's where the mines were.
Take care of yourself, Witcher. No snobs. Nope. Hello. Take care of yourself, Witcher.
Where are they? Alright, let me first try to do this then. Get your reward from Servatia. Might as well.
We killed most of the necrophages.
Most.
The passage to the lower level collapsed. They won't get out. In time, they'll die off and you can restart work.
Thank you, Witcher. The whole of Vergen thanks you. Here's your coin. Shive, Skaggs, and Zigrim will get the same.
This must be the first revolt ever to be taxed.
We can't feed ourselves nor fortify our walls with rebel slogans alone. But rest easy. Stennis and the nobles won't get a single oren from us. Though, of course, the prince is just waiting for the right moment to get his grubby hands on our finances.
I'm sure his motivations are pure, and he'll do it exclusively out of regard for his subjects. How are things?
Everyone awaits the battle. Some pray, others drink. Zoltan and Yarpen are chasing peasants around the square. They need a bit of drilling. Iorveth's warriors are trying to be inconspicuous, and so they should. I'd feel better if they crawled up the devil's arse and disappeared. But Saskia thinks we don't stand a chance without them.
How long have you been alderman?
My predecessor was killed 3 years ago. I was one of his advisors. I knew my way round the circus, so I volunteered to manage things. No one opposed me. Mostly I deal with trade and taxes, and I organize assorted matters. In the end, everyone listens to Saskia, exclusively. Me included.
Saskia needs help, Cecil. Philippa can produce an antidote, but she needs a magic artifact to do that.
Would you like a fern and a dancing worm to go with it? Listen, I don't know about magic, but there is a place, as long as I can remember, that's been of interest to sorcerers. They say it's a very strong intersection. Look for magic there.
Where exactly is there?
Seek out the ruins in the forest beyond Vergen. There's a place of power there. You can't miss it.
I think I know what he means.
Why so glum? Saskia's a tough girl. She'll bounce back. Keep your head up.
Thanks, Cecil.
No, Witcher. I thank you. Save that lass, and you'll save my town. I did.
Damn it.
Did you fight here at Vergen?
Of course.
Philippa claims you know a bit about the battle.
That old kook insult. Called king by some. Thought the Adernians were bumpkins who'd ship bricks as soon as his troops crossed the river.
Why did he attack Edirn?
According to Henselt, Upper Edirn is the ancient legacy of the Kedweni crown and must be returned to the mother country. Brazen farter.
That brazen farter had a point. If you read some history, you'll know that 300 years ago this land belonged to Kedwen.
Load of crab. 700 years ago the elves reigned here. And 1,000,000 years ago these lands were the domain of the worms. If things worked that way, every king could invade a neighboring land and claim his right to do so because an ancestor took a dump there.
All right. Hensel wanted to conquer Upper Edirn. What then?
He rolled in, got hammered, and rolled out.
Cecil, that doesn't help me much.
It wasn't a battle. It was a slaughter. If I try speaking of it, I'll see it all again. I don't want...
The ghosts of the fallen fight in the mist. They turn into horrible creatures called Draugrs. Edirnians, Kedweni, men, elves, and dwarves too.
Bloody hell. No peace even after death.
I want to help them, but I need to know more about the battle.
Very well. Listen, a beautiful day that grew hot later. Very hot. When Van de Grift attacked in the afternoon, he sent a dun banner at the fore. Many of our lads shit themselves at the mere sight of their standard, but we had a surprise of our own. Under the cover of night, we prepared fire pits. Our archers lit them up at the right moment. I still can't believe we managed to fool their scouts. If it wasn't for that ambush, we wouldn't be speaking today. They likely wouldn't be in Upper Edirn at all. We decimated the Dunbanner, but that was only the beginning. Seltkirk was our commander. Everywhere he appeared, the Kedwenis gave ground. He wreaked havoc among them. Hearts rose at the mere sight of his armor. Then, Van de Grift himself entered the fray. Seltkirk met him in the middle of the field. In the end, Van de Grift killed Seltkirk. A terrible death that sent the Adernian ranks into disarray. I thought it was the end of us. Then the sky fell, as if the stars themselves had decided to avenge the death of a great knight. Fire covered the battlefield. Nobody sought the enemy. They were all looking for somewhere to flee. Yes, there were no more friends and enemies. Only the living and the dead. They say it was the doing of a Kedweni sorceress who wanted revenge on Van de Grift. Could be true, as Henselt had her executed right after the battle.
Remember anything from before the battle?
As if it was yesterday. Henselt's troops crossed the Pontard the third day after the autumn equinox. Edirn had good spies, so we were ready for them, and Seltkirk lined up our troops along the hills. Our hearts rose at the sight of the banners of Vengerberg, Aldersberg and Gullet fluttering in the wind. Knights and armoured infantry side by side in our ranks. Even the peasants had their regiments. The dwarves were on the left flank. Over 5,000 strong we were. Nobody caring about race or background. like never before. Only King Demavend was missing, but he must have had more important business than defending his country.
You saw the Kidwennies cross the river?
From afar, I saw Vandegrift leading 4,000 heavily armed men. Many a heart sank when we saw the elite bearheads or the armored banners from Ardcarrig. The Dun banner was in the middle, veterans of Brenna. As soon as he set foot on Adernian land, Vandegrift climbed a hill and surveyed the area, as if it was his fief. Son of a bitch was as sure of himself as ever. Upon spying him, I remember the dwarves all dropped their trousers and showed him their asses. Then Selkirk stepped out in front of us. His white armor shone in the sun. We were afraid a Kidwenny arbalist would shoot him, but they too stood as if frozen. And Selkirk just looked at them and bowed ever so slightly.
You captured the Dunbanner standard?
Enselt's choice troops, and not a one survived. The visitors sent them to their deaths. Refused to give them reinforcements. He was a monster in human form. The men of the Dun were real swaggerers. Killed a lot of our lads, but for every Dunner, there were 7 Adernians. They had no chance. Aye, we captured their standard. We buried what was left of them in the crypts beyond Vergen. Their standard lies with them. Worthy foes are to be respected, even in death.
I'm going to need that standard. Did you see the duel between Selkirk and Vandegrift?
I stood half a furlong from them. Never seen a fight like it. Probably never will again. They'd already met once, at a jousting tournament in Ardcarrig. Selkirk won there. He beat on the visitor so hard he broke his sword. Selkirk was a true knight, the last of his breed. Vandegrift was so pissed off after that tournament he hanged the smith who made his sword and ordered a special one from a sorcerer. I bet he cut down Selkirk with that new sword.
Vandegrift is dead. What happened to his sword?
Saskia's got it. Good thing too. Only her hand can tame the hatred enchanted in that sword. After the battle, when the flames abated, the scavengers came. They stole everything. Imagine, not a single keepsake of Selkirk in the whole of Edirn. His brother babbles something about a gauntlet, but he's a lying dog.
Thanks, Cecil, that was helpful. I think I know what I need to lift the curse now.
Madame Eilhard claims you need 4 symbols. The standard symbolizes death. Vandegrift's sword stands for hatred. What about the other 2?
I have a feeling Philippa has a handle on the rest.
Here's hoping you're right.
Okay. Okay, the Dunbanner standard and the other. Hatred symbolized, wait for events for unfold. I like that message. Any other update? No. Let me look for a second. I need to... I'll be back. That's exactly what I thought. My timer has not rung because I interrupted it when I all tapped out for a moment to look where I get the armor. This was Servatia and Geralt of Rivia in The Witcher 2. Beweite.